Tap, tap, tap in collective. This is God's Major Oracle. I'm Major Oracle. Give me a like if you like. Share this video. You never know who you help. Subscribe if you're new. Leave me a comment below if you would like me to contact someone for you. Hit the notification bell to all so you know when I upload. This is a timeless reading. All my videos are timeless. So when the title or the thumbnail, if it sticks out to you, if the message finds you or you find the message, that's when it's for you. This is an 18 plus channel because you never know what the cards are going to say. So YouTube trigger warning. I'm playing copyright free meditation music in the background. All my information is in the description box on the bio. My email's there. I have an Amazon wish list and a PayPal if you want to make any donations to the channel. Everything will go back into the channel. Now, in this reading, I'm going to use certain card decks. My Kipper, a murder mystery card deck, a crime scene card deck, and I have some index cards. So we're going to just step right into it, because I'm getting that there's something that was taken from you, something that belonged to you. Right off the bat, we got house. For some of you, it was a house. I'm getting an inheritance. You're going to gain this because you're walking on your path. And if you're not, please do so. Why? Because this is what's to come for you. And this inheritance could be not only a house, it could be financial and or spiritual gifts. Someone wanted to see you in despair, but someone's in despair now. I get that there's a male, but take it as it resonates. Put the roles where it fits. There's no gender in card reading. This person could be in bad health, or there was someone in despair over you that was in bad health. I'm getting there was an older person in your family. Could have left you this house. The pathway card also represents heaven to me. Can't make this up. Death, coffin, an ending. This could be an ending to this situation, or this person could have been in despair. They were in bad health. They passed away. They left you a house, an inheritance. It could have been a mature man. We have courthouse. This could be going through court, or has gone through court, or will go through court. This is a past, present, future reading. Someone's going to jail. Whoever took this from you is going to jail. We have imprisonment. We have great fortune on the reverse. You were supposed to receive something, and this person stole it from you. You have an official person coming your way, collective, to talk to you about this. They're either going to send you a message, they're going to reach out to you somehow, some way. This is also involving, it says mature woman, but it's on the reverse. Could be a relative. Could be a relative that you think is a relative and they're not really a blood relative. We have wealthy man on the reverse. This could have been a man that tried to steal this from you, or this mature woman could have tried to steal this from you. We have judication, and we just had mature woman and wealthy man. And you see there's a man and a woman standing there. We also have marriage on the reverse. These people could have been married, or these people could be going through marital problems at the moment because of this. We have privileged lady, but this could also represent for privileged man. This could be you. This should be you, collective. We have child. A child was on the reverse. These people could have a child in between them, but that child might not be the man's child. Take that as it resonates. You could have been a child when you were to receive this gift from this mature man. They could have stole it from you since you was a child. They could have been holding on to a check that belonged to you. Can't make this up. Thief. And you see how they have the little boy, a little child, and you see a man and a woman, and the little child is trying to get something. These people stole something from you. And we have sudden wealth. You should have received sudden wealth. They intervene on some male that belonged to you. We have concern. This older male could have been concerned that you weren't going to receive this because he knew these people were really shisty people. False person. These people are fake. You see the man in the background wearing a mask? This man could have some type of connection towards you, or take it as a resonates. Could be a woman, But this person is wearing a mask and you have false person. So you have a woman there also covering her face, hidden. You could have had a lover that had a lover. You didn't know this person had this lover. This person could be wearing a mask. We have messages. I was about to say medicine. Something with medicine. Messages. You could be receiving a message, like I said, from this official person or this courthouse. You should have received a message about this sudden wealth. We have message, sudden wealth, privileged lady. Upside down marriage card, thief, false person. Judication, child, concern. For some situations, there was a concern in the court over this. We have main female. You could be the main female. This could be about a main female. We have main male on the reverse. That could have been you, and this could have been an ex. And we have the number 2 here above that, and the number 1 above that. So this could have had been about a couple, you yourself with another person, but there was a third person, and it's on the reverse. So you didn't know about this third person. You had an ex trying to steal from you. They tried to bring change to your life. You see the car, but it came on the reverse. So this person could have lost the car. You could have lost the car. This is going to bring great change to your life, but I'm not getting it like in a bad way if you stay on your path. Yeah, this is about a courtship, a relationship, a person you was dealing with, a friend with benefits, a lover, a past boyfriend, girlfriend. This person's in poverty. These people are in poverty, but it's on the reverse. These people wanted to see you in poverty. They took joy, like these family members, these past people took joy in seeing you struggle. We have message of concern, but it's on the reverse. It's going to be concerning you, but it's not going to be a bad message. You're going to receive a good message. We have journey. You're going to have to take a journey. You could be going to court. This is about an ex-lover. This person, you're on this person's mind constantly. Thoughts of you consume them. And don't take that as a good way and don't take that as a bad way, because somebody could be thinking of bad things to do with you and that thought card would have still came out. This person could be thinking about you in a good way or thinking about you in a bad way. This person or these people, a community of people. See how they're left in the cold, the community? Because they wanted to leave you in the cold. You're going to receive unexpected income, whether it be a check, whether it be from comptroller, whether it be from an inheritance, a lawsuit, money you didn't know you was going to get. Let's say you applied for something and you didn't receive it, or you owed something. Could be because of your occupation. And for some reason, I hear Social Security. We have family room. This is involving a family, a home. We have main female. Change is coming. Poverty on the reverse, and family room. You have something good coming towards you. This main male, a courtship you had with them, or female, take it as it resonates. And we have message of concern. This person, this ex, wants to reach out to you but doesn't know how. Some of you change your number, you blocked them, you restricted them from communicating with you. You're supposed to receive a gift. Could be a gift from the divine, a gift that was left to you through this inheritance. We have distant horizon. This is you, collective. Your ships are coming in. Expectations. You ever sat by the window just looking out? Wondering? This is what's expected to come. We have toil and labor because you worked hard. You put in that work. And we have high honor. You're going to be held in high honor regarding this. Not every card will resonate with you. Take what does, leave the rest. We have kidnapped. You could have been kidnapped, taken, stolen, missing, hijacked. That's still something taken. This stuff, this inheritance could have been taken. We have DEA. Someone was trying to hurt you. They were trying to make it look like an accident. They're watching you, spying on you, spinning the block, watching you from fake accounts. Could be a spouse. Someone you was dealing with is in cahoots with a family member. You have an ex that you're no longer dealing with. This person hooked up with someone in your family, and that person in your family hooked that person up with the person that is holding the missing check. Your missing check. Your stolen check. This person, for some of you, was paid to hurt you. This ex could be in a random area. They wanted it to happen. They wanted to bury you in this situation. This could be a friend, best friend, someone you saw as a friend, a spouse that you dealt with in the past that you looked at like your best friend, your day one. Natural disaster, and we're going through a natural disaster right now. I have the windows closed because of the storms and stuff, but this could have been a natural disaster they wanted to form in your life. For some of you, take it as it resonates. They wanted you to do this. Natural disaster over natural disaster. That's crazy. We have government involvement. Behind that, we have government. Definitely government involvement. This could be an investigation going on. Someone red flagged this situation. This person, the spouse of yours, could be drinking, and or you could be a drinker. I get that some of you were forced to drink at a young age. This person could have tried to set you up to get stabbed. YouTube trigger warning. In a public building. Or you could live in a public building. We have stored. Something could be hidden from you. We have phone. There could be evidence on a phone. These people could be communicating with phones. You could have blocked this person on your phone. We have drowning. And for some reason, I see a little kid in a tub. Like somebody was doing it on purpose to you to abuse you. In nature could be significant to you. Or you should get out in nature and all this will come to you. You could be a missing person. Take it as it resonates. Not every card will connect with you. Take what does and leave the rest. Hands, fists, etc. Someone could have abused you as a child, beat you. I did see this drowning card. Let's keep going. We have escaped. You could escape this situation. Your intuition could have told you about this. Phone, we have phone again. Phone calls and messages. Someone's trying to reach out to you. Could be this ex. I get like an ex wants to ask you to take it as it resonates. For some of you, they did commit a crime against you, but they want to ask you to marry them because a person cannot testify in court against their spouse. And for some of you, I get that this ex wants to come back so that he can, basically an accident. I see the accident card here. Cause an accident somehow, some way. And this person will gain whatever belongs to you if at your demise, if they are married to you. We have water. Water could be significant to you. And we did have drowning. We have natural objects. I take this like someone could have hit you with a belt, a shoe, a broomstick, a cord. Inside. Could have been inside your childhood home. Fire. You could be a fire sign. That's Aries, Leo, Sag. This could be about a fire sign, involving a fire sign. We have drugs again. This person could have wanted you on drugs. This person could be on drugs. You could have been drugged as a child or drugged to be assaulted. And or a setup. They could have wanted to drug you so that you could get assaulted. Outside. They wanted you trapped. They try to trap you in this situation, or this ex is trying to trap you. Someone wants to blackmail you. Use blackmail. For some of you, they want to use what they have on you, or take it as it resonates. You've taken intimate videos and pictures, and they want to blackmail you. Like if you don't give them something, they'll put that on social media. That's illegal. For some of you, this person's on the run, or you could have gotten away from this person or people. These people could be haunted by what they did to you, basically. These people, you could be haunted by your ancestors. or you yourself could be seeing things, hearing things. That's because you're gifted. Something traumatic happened to you that made you gifted, one with the universe. It's like for some of you had a situation that you passed away and you came back. And because that happened, that made you divine. Other people are involved in this crime against you. We have guilty, home. And we did get house. This could be about a home. Other people involved in taking this home from you. They're all going to jail. They're having arguments. We have camera. There could be evidence on a camera. This could have been caught on camera. I'm recording here now live on camera. I get for some of you, your attacks, your assaults were recorded as a child. That's illegal. We have public area. There could have been a camera in a public area that caught them together. And you're going to receive justice because this is evidence. Unconscious. For some of you, you were beat in the head as a child. Or drowned, stomped on, lost consciousness. For some of you, you had contusions to the brain, concussions. For some of you, you had amnesia, and now you are awoken. The FBI is here. Could be in your city. This could involve siblings. Sibling rivalry, I'm hearing, for some of you. Some of you don't know you have other siblings out there. For some of you, the siblings you have aren't your siblings. There's physical evidence regarding your abuse. There was. I'm getting there in school. You were poisoned. There could have been proof at the doctor that you were poisoned when you was a child. There were investigations, or this is being investigated. This was all planned. It was to take a great fortune from you. There will be confessions for some of you. Above ground. There could be evidence above ground. Or above ground could be someone that's alive that's going to confess. They kept secrets. An acquaintance, someone you knew. Could be a family member or a lover. Or a friend. We have mother on the reverse. For some of you had a narcissist mother. And or I get aunt or older sister, female family member, grandmother, cousin, one person. This is all because of you, one person, all because of one person. All this started against you. We have family member on the reverse. Again, you might not be related to these people and you don't know yet. This is involving money. And or your father. Or could be the father of your children. Take it as it resonates. We have children. Can't make this up. You could have been a child. Twice already we had the child card. This is something definitely that was done against you when you was a child. For some of you don't remember. This is why you have to heal your childhood wounds. We have DNA. DNA is going to bring something to the light. We have police. Or the police might have DNA. Evidence. Can't make this up. I'm getting an undergarment as a child. Your perpetrator kept your undergarment as a child, and there's DNA evidence on it. Sexual intention. Can't make this up. Could have been an uncle, father, brother, cousin. Could have been an uncle through marriage, an affair. It could have been an uncle that hurt you as a child, and your aunt looked at it like an affair and not an attack on you. I'm getting for some, this family member knew. We have vehicle. This could be involving a vehicle. For some of you, this person tried to set you up or pay someone to hit you with their vehicle. Can't make this up. Check that out. And right over camera. I'm not going to show the whole word, but you already know. We have deceased. You can have deceased family members that are helping you with this. You can have deceased family members that left you this great fortune. Or this is how they wanted you. Deceased. Multiple people. These people could have done this to other people, and other people are gone because of them. They could have wanted to set you up through a burglary. This ex could have wanted to set you up through a burglary. Maybe, but for some of you, you've had a burglary. For some of you, you haven't yet. But I get it, not only to hurt you if you're there, but if you're not there, to try to look for paperwork that belongs to you, like social or something, to like create fake IDs and or copy how you write so they can forge documents with your handwriting. Alive. You're still alive. This is how people did not want this. We have also out here. Let's check this out. And then I get like they tried to frame you, and we have not guilty. You're going to have adjudication in this situation. We did get the adjudication card. These people wanted to frame you for something you did not do. And check this out. Tell me this ain't crazy. Planted evidence. For some of you, they could have wanted to plant evidence against you. Look at this fingerprint. They could have wanted to steal something from your house and put it in a location where it would have really jammed you up with a crime. So take that as it resonates. We're going to move on to the next set of cards. I didn't want to use the whole deck. We have, right off the bat, we have some spontaneous behavior or mental illness contributed to this crime against you. So whoever did this is bugged out. We had a card that fell. Let's try to get it. I pay close attention to cards that fall for a reason. So let's see. We have, this crime will be solved in the distant future. Can't make this up. I feel like Spirit wanted me to focus on that. This will be resolved. And we have FBI over that. Already interviewed the killer. For some of you, there's an investigation. And this person that did this crime against you has already been spoken to. We have victims stalked by the killer. A YouTube trigger warning. Arguments or fights is a strong factor. These people are going at each other. We have perpetrator has behavioral patterns of a serial killer. And we did get multiple people. This person has done this to other people. Unalived other people. Additional evidence is at the crime scene. I get like this person is going to be raided and evidence is going to be found. Like evidence of, I keep seeing it, little girls' undergarments. Killer may have items belonging to the victim. Can't make this up. You see the pearl chain? Her hair up. That could be significant to you. To the person, could be an aunt that did this. A witness may not be fully disclosing all the factors. And someone can have a cat. I get that this person in your family is lying to the police. Witness may fear coming forward with valuable information. There's others that this person has done this to, but they're scared to say anything. This person could be taking care of them financially, or they know this person. You heard the cop card? That's confirmation. Lies, deception, potential cover-up. It definitely was covered up. Multiple people were involved in this crime. And you see the lineup? Do they look familiar? Illegal activity played a role. See how the guy was like kicking a female off a cliff? Someone wanted to invite you somewhere. But they wanted to invite you somewhere alone. If this is past, present, or future energy, be careful where you go because someone wants to invite you somewhere and by yourself, but to do something to you. For some of you, it could be a relative, a friend, an ex, an older sibling. Jealous, we have jealousy, an affair, or love-related crime. For some of you, your aunt was jealous of you because this uncle wanted you. Or this family member could be, I'm getting mother energy, that was jealous. But the whole time you were being abused. You was being the R word. This crime may be solved by DNA testing or other scientific methods. You see the horns on the DNA thing? That's so creepy. Devils at play here. Rage, extreme anger was a motive. And you see like this person has like entities going in or out. I get like this person, see the reason why you was hurt as a child, because there was an evil entity in the person that did it to you. And that same evil entity was in the person that did it to them. Hurt people hurt people. And for some of you, be careful with your children, because if you're a gifted one, if you're a chosen one, if you're walking on your path and you're awakened, if you're divine, if you're a starseed, if that's just things you just know because you know, then you're gifted in some way or somehow. And so will be your children or your children's children. And this same entity would want to come towards your bloodline because your bloodline is gifted. Dating history. Killer knows the victim. Dating history. I'm telling you. Some of you, your ex tried to off you, wants to off you, or is setting you up. We did get set up to off you. Interviews with relatives or friends may provide a valuable clue. Killer is a predator who tracked specific types of victims. I'm getting children. For some of you, this uncle or male relative, this male figure, father figure, has a record. Drugs may be an important factor in this case. We got drugs again, a third time. You definitely was drugged as a child and you don't remember what happened to you. You need to go within. Money bait may be involved. We got money again. Definitely money. Greed. See, that's the thing. I get that these people, this person, this main person in your family, this main person that did this to you, not the person that actually argued you, the person that orchestrated the argue. That person, it says killer has a history of committing crimes. That person has done this before to other people. That person, we did get camera. That person recorded your attacks. That person was selling, for some of you, I see a VHS tape and different names on the VHS tapes. This person sold those VHS tapes. This person was motivated by money. This person is the one that's holding on to the check. For some of you, this person was told to hand it over, that check, but that person hasn't done it yet. And that's what God was waiting for this person to still hold this check, because it will seal the deal of the fate of this person that did this to you. Because there and then is when they committed the 7 deadly sins against an earth angel, which is jealousy, hate, envy, greed, sloth, gluttony. Well, see, that's the thing. I don't know if I said them all, but that's the thing. This person, God was waiting for this person to do the final sin. The final sin was sloth. God was waiting for this person to take their sweet time to make it right with you. And or your ex. Your ex person was dragging their feet to make it right with you, to apologize, to basically tell you what they did against you, all their trespasses against you. They were all dragging their feet. And because they all dragged their feet, God was waiting for that one final thing, which was sloth. These people have committed a violation of the 7 deadly sins against an earth angel. These people done. And that's an intuitive message right there. I felt that in my heart. A friend knows something. I wouldn't call that a friend, would I? Be careful who's around you. Killer's profile indicates a narcissistic or sociopathic background, actions, behaviors. And this is your person. You look at them like that, but you see what's behind them. That's who they really are. It says victim engaged in unusual behavior prior to the crime. They drugged you. So even if they caught anything on camera, you don't remember. You heard that beep, confirmation. That wasn't you. The killer is out of the area. I get that intuitively. This person is no longer around you. This ex, this family member is no longer around you. You don't accept these people around you. Killer will murder again. YouTube trigger warning. This person will do it again. And you see how there's like a little child behind this person with that weapon? They've done it before. They did it again even after you. This person was working to hurt you. I'm going to get to the next. We have a lot of cards here. I'm going to try to get through it. I don't have much time. It says someone here cannot be trusted. I'm just going to read it out. Your ex is seeing dark shadows. Sabotage. This ex stabbed you in the back. So scared. Your ex wants to free themselves from this karma. Strange things are happening around your ex. Your ex is scared of what they did to you. This ex has lied on your name. This ex is a liar. They are not healed. The Jezebel card just fell. This ex left you for dead for a Jezebel. The sun will come out tomorrow. I take that like little orphan Annie. Some of you are orphans. We have 1980. This is a serious message. Roles have reversed. Tables have turned. Listen to the winds, trees, rains, and beeps. You hear that? This was their last chance, Spirit said. Their ancestors have turned their backs on them. Good versus evil. 1990. And stuck to that. I can't unstuck it. Let's see. Stuck to that was, can't make this up. Home videos. There's home videos. Suffocating. Suffocation. Pillow. Yes, it was a setup. He tricked me. Or she tricked me. Teenager. Fate. Passed on mother. La nena. Grief. War. 15 years old to 20 years old. So that means any age in between that. Cold case. Head. They kicked you in your head. They punched you. Hurt you. My boyfriend tried to kill me. Toxic. YouTube trigger warning. We have car. We have deeply aunt. I feel sick. Your testimony has to be said. Childhood woundings. Dark times. Many dark times. That's how they wanted you. Abandonment issues. Like a lost soul. There was lies, deception here. Keeps coming out. Storage room. There could be a storage room and things aren't there. This person could have rented a storage room. Heart attack. This person could have wanted to cause you a heart attack. Allergic reaction. They tried to poison you. Or gave you some type of narcotics that could have did that. God first, always. The floor. Something could be hidden in the floor. We have thief, rob. We have child again. What's that? 3-4 times? 30s. We have 2005. We have 11. This could have been going on for 11 years. You could have been 11. We have 15. We have the autism piece. High school. Jealous. New York. Belt. It could have beat you with a belt. The color blue. Shot by a masked person. That could have been the setup. 50 years to 60 years. This could be the people that hurt you. They're in that age range. Shot by a woman. This could have been your lover's lover. Pre-teens. Right here with 15. Pregnancy. For some of you, you got pregnant. For some of you, you had a medical abortion. Like they gave you a pill so you could abort. You didn't even know you were pregnant from your R's, from your uncle. We have 80s. Age 8 plus, 80 plus. Winter. Earth sign. 2022. Memories. Grandparents. Chicken. You could like chicken. You could be eating chicken. We have crib. This could have happened to you. And it says bed while you were asleep. Bedroom. In your bedroom. Or a bedroom. Dope. We have drugs out here again. Cousin. Or cousins. Kidnapped. You are one of God's oracles. So you're a social media influencer. You're here because you're a reader. You should be reading. You have intuition. We have nursery. Age 30 to age 40. Playroom. We have nursery and playroom. Definitely hurt as a child. We have 40 years to 50 years. You could be that, or these people could be. Or it could be that long. Please let the pain go. We have pills. Baby. Could have been a medical abortion. I'm telling you. We have drugs out here again. These people are going to prison. Plane. Someone could have went overseas. I get like a New Orleans or like a voodoo witch doctor kind of person to do spells on you. You made all the right decisions. Something significant with your school. Something could have happened to you in school. Red. Haunted house. They could be haunted by all this. Your ancestors are haunting them. Headache. They're getting headaches. Or you could have a headache. Big brother, I said it. Granddad, again. No more stress. Multiple losses. You're not going to have stress anymore. This is going to be cleared up. Grow up way too fast. Again, we have that card again. Try to off you. These people could be from the island, or you could be. We have September. We have daughter. Big family. Looking around you will find paperwork in folders. There's paperwork regarding this that people are keeping from you. And they have it in folders. Gunshot to the head. Home invasion. You could have been, and we got that in the other set. Can't make this up. Home invasion and gunshot. They try to set you up. Shot by a boyfriend. Make it look like a home invasion. 80s to 85 years old. 5 years old to 10. We have 10 to 15. Unsolved. It will be solved. We got unsolved, and it will be solved twice. This crime may, yeah, and these cards, we have it again. You're from the X, or X marks the spot, or about an X. Latino or Latina could be significant. Overdose. For some of you, that's what happened. They gave you too much pills as a child. You overdosed. You passed and came back because it wasn't your time. And that's what made you divine. Unknown sudden death. Again, we got this card. We got this card 3 times, yo. Could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. That's water energy. My sister. Watch over the children. Little brother. Hate. Rest in peace. 1 to 5. You could have been taken as a baby. Hurt as a baby. I keep seeing Pampers. 33. Beaten to death. They tried to beat you to death. Young adult. And I grew up way too fast. Domestic. Living room. Your attacks could have been in the living room. Something could have happened in the living room. You could be standing in the living room, watching this in the living room. 21 years to 25 years. Explosive. And with this card, I see like someone in your past found out these people were doing this, and they blew something up. Could be their store, their car. They did something to them in retaliation for you. 60 to 70 years old. We have rope. They could have tied you up. We have closet. They could have locked you in the closet. For some of you, I get like you were starved. Kids' room. We have the fall, and we're in the fall now. Slit wrist, and we got the S word out here 4 times. They wanted you in mental anguish over this. They wanted to break you down. You know why? They beat you so you could forget. You know why they drugged you? So you could be with an addiction. You know why they tormented you in this manner? So you could off yourself. And all those things will lead to what? You not saying nothing about who was your abuser. You have to scream that person's name to the heavens. Stairway. It was a trap. They could have tried to do something to you in the staircase. We have May. Murder for insurance money. Age 25 to 30. Age 70 to 75. We got Nana. Que Dios te bendiga. May God bless you. Toddler. You could have been a toddler. This could have been your grandma, your Nana. 70 to 75 years of age, trying to contact you overseas, or grandpa. 21, you were supposed to receive something when you was 21. Shot by a lover. They try to set it up. 75 to 80. The Color Purple. The Color Purple, the movie, could be significant. Arson. They try to throw Molotov cocktails through your window for some of you. Beautiful eyes. The devil have beautiful eyes. You could have beautiful eyes, or this person has beautiful eyes. We got Virgo, college, Taurus, gun down, 2011. They did spells to erase your memories. Can't make it up. Throwing death spells to you. Scorpio. Your name was changed. lies, doing spells on your children, family secret, investigation again. Definitely investigating this. God is coming for them all. This was all for money. They paid people to hurt you. The devil. Libra, karmic family. Water energy. We just got Scorpio. Friends with benefits. 40 to 50 years old. Notary Republic fraud. Someone forged your name. Hitman. Forged signature. Can't make this up. So you got into a different color? They would drown you as a child in the bathtub. I can't make this up. For some of you, God stepped in. They wanted you sick. Jealous of you. Karmic is here. Karma's here, excuse me. Your mother's family. You just remembered because you had many concussions. Bankruptcy. Federal lawsuit. This is all happening for a bigger reason. God needed you to take down these cults, secret society, crooked officials, a domino effect. They miss the old you because they fear the new you. Balance your emotions. Your aunt knew your uncle was touching you. Can't make this up. There was a church involved. Money transferring. They were using your name in overseas accounts. As above, so below. Several officials from different branches will reach out to you. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when the boys come for you? You tell me, bad boys. Somebody's getting locked up. Have you noticed the dark cars with tints following you? An order of protection was put out on your life. For some of you. You have noticed everywhere you go, there are cop cars. Again, twice, order of protection. The Lord knows you are gifted. People know from your past. People you know from your past are involved. Officials want to work with you because they know you're gifted. They tapped your phones and heard something. Some officials are turning themselves in. Crooked bank manager. Trying to do you in, they did themselves in. Feds and judge put an order of protection out on you. Can't make this up. 3 times, yo. The Lord knows you are spiritual and gifted. Estate fraud. Business fraud. Business under your name. Crooked lawyer. Crooked judge. Altering medical records to make it seem like you are incompetent. They are going down for these crimes against you. Crooked cop getting paid. Somebody don't want me to say that. Crooked cop getting paid with sex. Medical martial law. They try to change your medical. Rockwell, somebody's watching me. Somebody's watching. Spying on you. Can't make this up. Air tagged your car. Hidden cameras. The will was done through court. They thought there wasn't a copy because they got rid of the original. They found it. Can't make this up. They found it. You're going to get your inheritance back. They were trying to hide the original will. Can't make this up. This was hidden. What was hidden was found. The hitman sung like a bird. Attempted, to off you. Overseas accounts frozen. Bank accounts under your name illegally. Trying to set you up. A death setup. Hiding the body. Undercover official. Someone spoke up and spoke out. The angel of wealth is here. They tried to blind your gifts. They hate you because they ain't you. You do things better. This aunt was jealous, or this female was jealous of you because you're gifted and then they're not. You worked on a business. Your business is about to blow up. Work on a business. Keep doing it. It will pay off. You are meant to heal, guide, and save others. This is why they hate you, because they ain't you. Jealous of your gift. Wait till you hear the list of names involved in trying to crush you. Illegal investigation. Some illegal investigator was probably involved in this. That's what I'm getting. They want to ruin you, but they ruin themselves in the process. You have a platform. False reports on that platform. They paid a private investigator. Can't make this up. Social media influencer. Either you should be or you are. Copyright infringement. defamation of character, attacked you online. Now they are being investigated. The people that first red flagged you to the feds, the law, they're going down with the law. They're going down. The law is taking them down, basically. New boogeymans uncovered old boogeymans. 2 biatches and a warlock. Post office. Some of you, your mail was being stolen. There was a whole witch involved. The wife or the ex-wife of your ex. Or the baby mama. Can't make this up. There was a false pregnancy there. That's how she kept them. And with spell works. Child and children. Not the daddy. Called Maury. Swollen belly. I get like beer belly. Cross-dresser. On the down low brother for some of you. Deception and lies. Side job, taxi, or cab. Many women. We got headaches again. We have divine feminine. Fake. Divine masculine. Healthcare provider. Or nurse or home attendant. Divine feminine, masculine, released from this connection. Release your ex. Acon. Nobody wants to see us together. This person's going to come in with the fake I love yous. New love God has for you. You have a new love. Your ex was an informant. Confessions. Options. Car accident or car trouble. Heart issues. Lupus. Hotel or motel. Retail. We have yin and yang between the dark and the light. You have a balance. Multiple baby mamas. Rose or roses or rose, the name, the color rose, that could be significant. Divine feminine got the WAP. Matching tattoos. And we have a heart and key. Always in and out of your life. Karma's at play. This was a past life situation. Which tried to trick you. We have backdoor X. We got X toys. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Wife trying to set up husband with a minor. 2 witches. Repent. What's your new number? You change your number. They're stalking you. Driving by. This is coming out again. I'm in love with you. I don't want to be a player no more. MILF, DILF. We got DNA again. Night job. Male or female stripper. Blame it on the alcohol. Gambling addictions. 40 plus. 30 plus. Multiple baby daddies. One night stand. Teabagging. Friends with benefits. We got Latino and Latina again. Something happened around Thanksgiving, November. Shots fired online. Time to heal old wounds. Threesome. Minuteman, Viagra. Fights with co-workers. Plans failed. Whole witch wants to fight. Fake tears. You pulled a me on me. I was childish. Whole witch is copying the Empress. Mental, spiritual jail. Mental issues. Whole witch cheated with co-workers, exes, friends, and family members. That's why he's not the daddy. Which spiritually attacked the masculine's children. Spell work is backfiring. Witch pretended to be a chosen one, a twin flame. She is now in trouble with God, breaking divine union. Karma is coming for her. Captain Save-A-Ho. Nudes. That biatch is crazy. Leaking sex secrets, sex tapes. Someone is being refused. A hoe in different area codes. Someone is on the down low and is low down. Whole witch is having a mental breakdown. Please don't leave me. Please come back. The Empress is mine. I don't care what no one thinks or says. You belong to me and I am yours. Pray to God for a second chance. Paris Hilton, a small dog. Designer clothes. Sunglasses at night. Flashy. Karmic couple. Karmic lessons. Caught in lies. Divorce. Narcissist. Gaslighting. Control issues. Ace of Spades. Controlling with addictions. Curb your dog. The witch is a biatch. The witch hates you. We have I see a halo. I know you are gifted. Everything you said would happen did happen. You blew my mind away. She can't compete where she doesn't compare. I now know they lied about you to me. I chose you. Mommy issues. Boss. Gay friend. Bisexual. Feminine man, masculine woman. Gave up an empress for a whole witch. Feeling stupid. He said to her, he loves her. She is better than you. Everything they said you was, they are. Talking down on your name. The runner is now the chaser. The chaser is now the runner. Talking to everyone about how to get back. Now realizing that those that talk bad about you really wanted you. Marry me. His boy wants you, his cousin wants you, his friend wants you, his brother wants you. I want you too. Talk to me. You are different from the rest. Played games with you. You taught this person a valuable lesson. Don't play with me. Since you walked away, this person has been going through losses. Sad, hurt, pain, broken hearted, missing you. Don't go. Sleepless nights. I'm sorry. Wishing to send you a message. I chose the wrong one. I made a big mistake. Your cutoff game is strong. I have some secrets I want to tell you. I'm scared for you to know. Yes, I lied. I want to tell you the truth. Please don't judge me. Someone is working with the ops, which is snitching on her husband. They got bad news coming in about a lost income. Encrypted messages. A check from God is coming. Justice is here, collective. This is game over. I'm going to leave it at that because these cards could go on forever. Thank you for watching. Leave me a comment below. This, whatever it is, it's going to resolve itself. Evidence is coming out. You're going to hear more about it. You're hearing about it little by little through the divine because they want to get you ready for that blow. Because whatever's coming to you, the whole story, so it don't hit you all at once. It's going to come to you in dreams, premonitions. Go outdoors. That's where the answers are. And go within. You're going to get those answers you seek. And even if you don't know the question to ask, you're still going to get those answers. But God is going to send you basically the right people. You're going to have earth angels in your path, just like me right now. Thank you for watching. It's time to tap, tap, tap out, collective. May your neighbors respect you, trouble neglect you, angels protect you, and heaven accept you. This is God's major oracle. Peace be unto you.